Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Tail Talk. I'm Blaze.
I'm Doki.
And I'm Wolfie.
And we have a fun show. We had literally our first episode, we talked about virality. This episode, we talk about PJKT 2025.
That is so hard to say, isn't it?
I literally had to really, in my mind, say it before I said it out loud.
Yeah,
but it was a lot of fun. It was a very fun
Project
event.
Community Fest 2025.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Because I was going to say it wrong. I knew I was. But it was fun. I really had a blast. I'm glad that you and Doki brought that up to me and mentioned it. I know we had a booth there. It was a lot. Well, you had a booth there, but we were all at the booth. So we're going to be talking about that this episode. And then we have a couple other fun things to talk about this episode. But I think we should open up.
On being a bottom is one of them.
Yes, we will definitely end the show with a little bit of talk about that. We'll save it. So let's start it off with, what did everybody think about Project Community Fest this year?
I love one of the booths from VCAT. It was amazing.
It was definitely amazing. There were a lot of.
We're shortening this topic for sure.
Yeah, because I feel like we talked about it for so long. I will say though, I do want to go on for video. There we go. At least, so if you're listening to this on the podcast side, you can go over to YouTube on Wolfie Paws YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/.
It's Wolfie Paws with a Z
on YouTube, and you could see the video, and then you could see the lovely addition to our background. Thanks to the lovely Doki for the rest of this video podcast. And before Pond says anything, you kind of brought this on yourself, bud. Just saying. But why is it blue?
You kind of did, calling me and Chris Bottoms. You know, that's uncalled for.
Why is it blue?
So I just want to say it was very creative. I want to go on record saying that the booths were very creative. It was a really fun event that one can argue it was either too long. Some people would say it's too short. People wanted like a month long for some reason. For me personally, a convention Thursday through Sunday, perfect. That's a perfect amount of time. But I got to meet a lot of really great people. I got to hang out with a lot of really great people. I got to spend time with Nice, which was the first time ever. And he's really down to earth, really great person. If you don't know Nice, he's a really awesome singer. Poppy Fur, check him out. But,
Nick the Singing Fox.
You mean Nice the singing dog?
No.
Oh, Nick the Singing Fox.
I'm talking about Nice the singing dog.
It's the same person.
What? No, it ain't. Don't.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Don't.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Don't.
Here, have a look. It's Nick the Singing Fox. The same person. Better show that to the camera.
Yeah, here you go. Here's the camera. Here to the camera. It's Nick the Singing Fox.
Okay.
Hit me up if you want it.
I thought I was being gaslit. Apparently, I was not being gaslit.
No, you were definitely not.
And
no,
also, we might. Speaking of podcasting, we might actually be on another podcast come sometime in the future.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Metaverse Degen.
I've been wanting to get on their podcast for a hot minute now. Honestly, so it's great that all of us will be there.
I already have a video, but it sucks.
Shout out to the gay cafe that was next to Wolfie's booth. We appreciate the donation of the free donuts every night.
God.
They donated their donuts to our booth.
They donated their donuts to a lot of booths.
I know, and I kept teleporting it back for hours.
Yeah, same.
We kind of took donations from other booths too.
We did.
I had nothing to do with it.
The highlight I think of like our nights there was like finding as much pick-upable things and bringing it back and just stacking it on our booth.
Yeah, that one night, Doki and I went around the entire convention grabbing whatever we could.
Yes.
And then you brought it back, and then you went out for more.
The sword actually stayed on top of the booth for a really long time, though.
Yeah,
2 days. For
somebody
2
figured it out.
days. 2 days.
Yeah. Longer than I
Somebody figured
expected.
it out. Oh, that was good. That was good. I had fun with that.
Mm-hmm. So I'm a trash panda.
Oh.
What's your excuse, though?
Yeah, what is
I
your
like-
excuse?
I mean, it looked nice on the booth. It belonged there.
Okay. Not the same reason.
Yep,
It was
exactly.
shiny, so it was mine.
Kleptomaniacs.
I may or
Totally
may not
are.
have a raccoon that lives in my backyard, so I might have picked up some of the habits.
Mm.
Doki
Yeah.
lives in your backyard. That's more than I knew.
No, it's not Doki.
Nah.
Definitely not Doki. I can guarantee. Different
Is it one of our
colors.
children?
It's my cousin.
Oh, it's your cousin.
Makes
Okay,
sense.
so there we go.
Yeah. They're not as cool as I am. Should have seen them growing up.
Really,
Yeah, they're not as cool as I am.
the bloodline only graced you with many things from your family. The one thing,
I don't know, you
and I
could
think
leave at
we-
any minute.
It's true. The one thing we all talked about, and I want to go on record saying also, is the one thing that I was kind of disappointed about was the lack of people being at their booths. We were at, or somebody from Wolvie's Hangout was always at the booth, unless it was super, super late at night. I feel like it was a disservice to anybody who just put a booth up and never showed or hardly showed. It gives, there were a few booths. I was very interested, but I didn't have enough info, and I wasn't going to just blindly join a group. Which, by the way, if anybody knows that head pack group, Wolfie's still looking for it.
Yes.
Yes, we need to do a
Seriously.
podcast after they're undercover into the group. We need to find out. So
The
we need
infiltration.
he's infiltrating. So we need please.
Somebody tell us.
Yeah,
Somebody
I
give us
need to
the-
know how that fucking works. Head pet classes. Hang on.
True story.
I could potentially find it.
Oh. We'll find it. We will find it eventually. One day we will find it. Somebody will show up in that Wolfie's Hangout instance. I'll recognize the title and I'll be like, and then I'll just grab it. I'm sure it'll pop up.
If we hear you scream like a small child, we'll know.
It was you.
You hear your voice go up 4 octaves as you scream "Yippee!" as you run across the map to go get it.
Well, I did find that
Grab
post
it.
on Reddit for it, but it got deleted by the user 5 months ago. I'm so sad. So
Wolfie
sad.
is just so furiously looking for this group. It's like,
Yes, yes I am.
so if you
That's
are
true.
part of that group and listening or watching this cast, please reach out to Wolfie at Wolfie's Hangouts and let us know.
Let me do the Wayback Machine here.
The wave.
This page is available on the web.
Wolfie just doesn't
Well-
want to talk about the same thing again.
Yeah, it's embedded in their heart and their mind.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Hey, let's go to bed. It's time for bed." And they're like, "I can't stop
Need
thinking
to-
about the headpack group." Please, hon, the children, they miss you.
You haven't eaten?
I'm
You
busy.
haven't eaten? You got the board with all the pictures on it and the little lines that are attached.
String.
Just trying to narrow down where this group is.
Oh, I can't find it. The only comment I find on it is, "This is why people don't take VR seriously."
Oh no! Oh no!
Do you blame them though?
No.
No.
It goes back to my topic from last episode where people like to record all the crazy stuff that happens on VR chat, but not focus on their actual good things that happen too.
Yeah.
That or they cut out all the good stuff and they make it look crazy with their fancy editing. Is there anything we wanted to finish off the project community event with?
It's done. It was done yesterday. I'm done.
It was done. Okay. We talked a lot about it, unfortunately, but it was a fun cast. It was a fun cast. Oh my God.
Fun cat meow, bitch.
It was a fun event. I look forward to it next year. Hopefully, maybe my group will have a booth next to Wolfie's booth, and we'll absolutely steal the donuts from the cafe and completely consider it a tax-deductible donation. The Jurassic World movie. Yeah, we were talking about this in Discord. So this is why I'm going to just take a moment. Actually, this will be good. If you haven't joined Wolfie's Hangouts Discord, you should. We have fun conversations constantly.
Discord.wolfieshangout.net.
There you go.
Chris will put it up.
Yeah. It's honestly, you'd be surprised how many subjects come up in Discord chats that we're then like, let's put this down this is something for an episode right here. And we actually started talking about Jurassic World. We're like, nope, we're going to stop. I'm going to save this for the podcast. So unfortunately, if you're in that chat and we do that, you're going to be stuck having to wait for us to talk about it here. But there's still other fun topics and stuff to talk about in the Discord. And there's a bingo. I like the bingo.
Occasionally.
And message of the day. No.
And
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
Monday through Friday, question of the day.
Saturday bingo.
And Sunday are Saturday's bingo, right? And then Sunday's just day off.
Sometimes it's a word search if I'm froggy.
Yeah.
I throw something in there to, oh wow, something on a Sunday.
Damn, I gotta do something else.
Now,
but yeah, we would. Go ahead.
Jurassic World movies. I don't particularly remember what we were talking about in the VC about it, but
we were talking about the evolution of the movie and then going into the newer one.
I haven't seen the newest one yet.
I haven't seen the newest one yet. However, I've heard people talking about it. Spoiler free talking about it.
That's their opinions. Everybody has their own opinion.
People talk about it. You haven't heard the dinosaur side of the movie.
Right? Exactly. I mean, and to be fair, these dinosaurs are the abused dinosaurs, I heard. Because this was like Site C or something where all the bad experiments happen. That's why you have that Tyrannosaurus hybrid thingy. So this was like where they were splicing the DNA. They were splicing DNAs and trying to make new types of dinosaurs, or something like that. I don't know. It was in the trailer.
Did that already in the first Jurassic World movie? The first one.
Go yell at Chris Pratt. Don't yell at me. I didn't do it.
Chris Pratt isn't even in the new one.
No, he isn't. Scarlett Johansson is. We went from a what do you call it, Guardian of the Galaxy to an Avenger.
Yeah.
Scarlett Johansson is not in Guardians of the Galaxy.
No. Chris Pratt.
Is.
Chris Pratt was Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Scarlett Johansson was Avengers.
Yeah, okay. Now I get it.
Goldblum. I just wanted Jeff Goldblum. The first three were Jeff. No, that's all I needed.
Jeff Goldblum.
All right, I'll give it to. I'll give him to you. I'll ship him to you.
Thank you. I would love that. Jeff Goldblum could be my new dad.
Daddy Jeff.
Daddy Jeff.
Daddy Jeff.
Oh my
god. The adventures we would have if you've watched Jeff Goldblum's series on Disney Plus. Oh god.
No, I have not.
It's funny, you should. It's really good.
All I remember is everybody had the poster of him, like when he hurt, like, spoilers if you haven't seen Jurassic Park 1. I mean, it's been long enough, but
it's been a long time.
When he hurts his leg and he's got his shirt like open and his abs and he's just like laying on the table. Everybody had that poster in the 90s, early 2000s.
I didn't.
Everybody and their mother, they all wanted to see Jeff Goldblum's abs.
My God.
I just wanted to see the dinosaurs, man. I don't care about the humans.
I just want to see
But
the lawyer.
I do love the I do love the
Yes.
lawyer being eaten
I did like
on the
that.
toilet.
That was fun. Yeah.
While
That
he
was a good
pooping.
scene. I wish we could get a Funko of that. I would buy it. I would buy it immediately.
Oh, Funko
Just
of the
T-Rex
dinosaur
with
over it.
Yeah. You just get this little mini Funko on a toilet, and then the big T-Rex Funko over it. Yes, I would buy
I would
it.
actually probably buy that too. Not gonna lie. I love when he tells the
Funko.
kids, he's like, are those heavy? And they go, yeah. Well, put them down. They're expensive. That's like my favorite quote from that movie.
It was so good. It was so good.
It was.
Yeah, that's the lawyer
How does
saying that.
But just Jurassic World, like compared to Jurassic Park in any way, or
No.
would you consider them like? Would you consider them like totally separate series?
Separate.
I mean, you think they'll learn from the first mistake and not open a park? But no, every single Jurassic World movie or Jurassic Park movie, they open a new park. New park. Come on.
New park, new
Government
island, new
restrictions
island,
on that.
new island too. Because Jurassic Park 1
Yeah.
and 2 was on the main island. Jurassic Park 3, which was the conclusion of the original series,
Right.
was on site B or C. No, it was site B.
Mhm.
And then Jurassic World was on a completely separate part of the island. And now this new one is on site C, which
Right.
is the mutations.
Right.
How many more islands? It's the Caribbean. We got like 5 more islands to go.
But there is government over the Caribbean. They're like, well, why are they allowing this? Like, they don't even let you own a raccoon or a ferret in California. You can't own a ferret in California.
They
you can
bought
have
the
you can have a
islands.
dinosaur island.
They bought the
Yes.
islands. That's
Still
how.
though,
Money,
there's gonna be somebody to say
money.
no.
Money. Must be funny in a rich man's world.
But I'm still going to stand by what I say about the woman outrunning a dinosaur in heels when the Jeep couldn't do it. That is going to be that is the bane of my existence in those movies.
That just proves that the dinosaur is lazy and fast.
Either a
the
lazy
dinosaurs got
dinosaur,
lazy.
a amazingly fast woman who can run in heels,
No, she's not fast.
or things don't add up.
If she wasn't from New
I mean-
York, she's not fast running in heels.
To be fair though, the dinosaur was massive. It wasn't a small one.
But it should have been able to catch up with her. I mean, like, even massive or not, like, okay, so it's massive, right, in size, but it is definitely a toned animal. It's not like an obese animal. It's not like that kind of large. It's definitely like in its weight category. It should be able to know how to run. And how is it going to get its prey otherwise, right? So it has to be able to run. It has to be able to have those things. It felt like the thing was just walking towards her the entire time. And
But
she's
it
just
is
like,
a movie.
in my high heels. Like, she just walks away from the thing. Like,
It is still a movie. We can't like.
yeah. No,
it's
I get
supposed to
that.
be
I would have
like
kicked
that.
those heels off and been like booking it.
Yeah, that would be the realistic thing to do, wouldn't it?
Yeah, like I would not be running in heels. Like those heels would have came off.
Yeah.
But the Jeep, they definitely caught up with the Jeep.
Vroom, vroom.
That was a slow Jeep then.
Well,
Sure.
the Jeeps were on conveyor things.
They were independent too.
The thing was, Jurassic Park, when it was made, was a horror movie. It was meant to be a horror movie. The first movie was considered horror. Second and third were more action. The Chris Pratt series, I just called it, they Chris Pratted the series for those 3 movies. It was Chris Pratt. It was just total Chris Pratt kind of movie. And now they're trying to return to the horror. And I don't know. I just don't.
Actually, I have the genres right in front of me. It was action,
good.
disaster, science fiction, thriller, adventure, suspense, and fantasy. That's the genre of Jurassic Park.
The first one?
No horror. No horror.
No horror, really.
No horror.
I remember it being horror for some reason too.
Yeah, I do too.
No, it is not a horror.
Wow.
Maybe it's no longer classified as horror. Maybe it was in the 90s. Maybe that's what we're going.
Maybe.
I remember okay, so like I'm showing my age here, but I remember like shaking the little paper sleeve to get the VHS to have enough air in it so I could like pull it out. And I just remember seeing like rated
Jurassic
R,
Park
horror.
1993, adventure / sci-fi.
Weird.
That's very weird. I always classified it as horror.
Do you also feel like this about Jurassic Park? The animatronic dinosaurs were so much more fun than the CGI ones.
Yes. Yes, because they were physical. You could actually, you didn't have to worry about, be careful, you don't do this, or you're going to go right through the dinosaur. You're going to go right through it. No, they had the puppet right in front so they can react and do with what the puppet. Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
We're going to derail on that topic a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about the Minecraft the movie here. A movie.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Okay, we can.
Because you were talking about like the real thing versus the CGI thing.
Yes.
How do you think Jack Black did it with the wolf?
No clue.
Because he had an actual head to interact with.
True. There are props. There are little stand-ins.
Yes.
That is true. Yeah.
Yes. And they did the same thing in Jurassic World.
Yeah, they probably did. I've never seen behind the scenes.
Oh yeah. Jurassic World is not all CGI. Most of it is, yes. Most of it. Also, if you haven't already, stay hydrated.
Oh yeah. You got your talent this coming weekend.
Wait, this coming weekend?
It's not this coming weekend?
Next weekend.
Next weekend. Well, still,
Yeah.
we won't be recording until the following week, so we can still talk about it. Talk about setting up for it. Are you excited?
Maybe. I'm not gonna let you know. Part of the mystery.
Oh my god.
When was this a mystery?
It's just a mystery.
I am mysterious.
Uh-huh.
They're playing into their Simon Cowell.
They're playing Simon Cowell.
Yeah, I should definitely do more Simon Cowell things during the Wolf's Got Talent. I did that on the first fucking thing, and that just went south real quick. We can talk a little bit about that actually.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask how many contestants are left for this episode, for this event.
You're asking good questions.
I know. I used to interview people a lot.
I want to say 8, but I'm probably wrong.
I need to find my spreadsheets. Hang on.
Now you're getting into spreadsheets.
Spreadsheets are always fun to discuss.
We're not talking about spreadsheets.
Are
you excited, Doki? While Wolfie's looking for the spreadsheets.
Oh yeah. I always love seeing the talent that comes in, and since we got a really good taste of it in the auditions, there wasn't anything that was bad. There was no negative acts. That was just it. Like, I'm glad I'm not a judge. That's 6. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not a judge because, like, I would never be able to judge that. They were all so amazing. Every single one of them.
That's why I'm glad I'm not a judge either. If I'm working, I'd be working. I'd be working in the background somewhere with staff. I couldn't judge. I would be
pretty hard to judge. I can tell you that much. Big shout out to Nice, Kit Kat, Team Meow, and When Snakes Sing, because without them, I would not have a talent show.
Thank God you have
and
people
to the participants
who are in the industry. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the first test run we had with Wolfie's Got Talent. Last year, May last year.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why that was such a disaster was basically because the person that I was judging started crying on set.
Oh.
But all I did say was, I can hear you're sitting down and you're not standing up, you're not projecting your voice. And if you stood up, it would be more amazing. That hurt her, that person, apparently. to
I mean-
the point where she started crying. She went off stage. She unfriended me, and it all went south from there.
Oh yeah.
Oof. That's an
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. That's why I was not going into the whole Simon Cowell thing because of that. After that, but I should bring that back. If people
Yeah.
can't handle the truth, they have nothing to do on this. To be
And I
on
don't
stage.
Talent.
I
Talent show, you
don't
kinda
think
have to
that
be
was
prepared. Mm.
agreed, and I don't think that was a bad criticism either. You were just saying,
I was a
No.
judge
I agree.
that time. I was a judge that season, and I said the same thing. I was like, yeah, if you'd stand up, you would be able. Your diaphragm could, move a lot more freely,
Yeah.
and you'd be able to, hit things a lot nicer and a lot. You'd be able to project more. But the thing is, when you're putting yourself out there, you obviously never want to hear the criticisms. Everybody wants to be perfect or everything to go smoothly, and it doesn't. That's just realistically how it goes.
Right.
We've had people go up there, and last season we had somebody who had a string go off their guitar in the middle of the song, and they just kept playing. We had people who have had like their whole system go down. I had people I had to move in rotation about 14 times because they kept crashing or something. It's just the nature of the talent show. Like, this is a little bit more forgiving though, because like something like American Idol or America's Got Talent, something of that bigger scale, they would never give you the chance to fix your stuff. They would be like, out, bye.
Exactly.
Didn't we have somebody who did? Yes, we did. We did have somebody who did Japanese Duolingo style
We've
thing.
Yeah, they did a
Ooh.
Duolingo a Duolingo.
Yeah, that failed.
Yeah, they did a Duolingo lesson on stage to show us how fast
Yeah.
they were. Then we've had people that were dancing, and honestly, I wish we would get more dancers in there. Like, I love
That would be
hearing the
cool.
singers. I love hearing the instruments, but I want to see something else too. Like, don't get me wrong, it's great. Singing and the music's great. But I want to see some like comedy. Like we did have a comedian this time, which was wonderful. But I would like to see some people doing comedy. I would like to see some people doing dancing. Maybe even something with their avatar. Like, even if they program their avatar to do something funny or something amazing. Like even like something like traveling circuses where you get in the bubble and they can do a show, a light show or something like that. Something like that would be so fun and so new and fresh, and I would love to see that. It'd be really nice.
The thing is, when
Yeah.
it comes to talent shows, especially because of American Idol and like X and stuff like that, a lot of people associate, oh, it's a talent show singing, and they don't think about all the other talents that are out there, like comedy and
Mhm.
dancing. And it is, I agree, it would be really. I know a few dancers on VR Chat that would be amazing to be on stage, and they'd be
Get 'em
fun to
started
watch.
next time.
Magic tricks, it's kind of hard to do that in VR, but
Magic, yeah, would be a bit harder. Yeah.
Hmm. But I mean, like, we also are welcome to people, streaming something on the screen. So if they wanted to show us with their hands, they could definitely do so as well. There is no limit to, like, I mean, obviously there's a limit when it comes to like the group rules. Don't get me wrong, but there's no limit to like what your talent can do and what we could see in VR. Easily, in another 10 years, it's going to be even more wild. But for even right now, we've had people that play guitar stream themselves playing guitar. We've had all kinds of stuff like that. It's nothing new when it comes to that. So I would like to see some new things next season. But this season, I'm excited to see what they're going to bring forward because they were all so good. They were way too
Yeah.
good.
yeah.
I don't know how
gonna
they're
be
going to go
hard.
up from there.
It's as a judge, it's gonna be hard to judge the last 6. Well,
Aren't you glad
we're
you're
gonna eliminate 3 of them, and then the 3 will fight for the winner of that season.
Mhm.
We have 2
Mhm.
seasons each year.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Whenever we do the finals, whenever it's finished, we will bring up the sign up again, and we'll let everybody know on Discord and other socials. So, like, any of our viewers out there, if you are talented, if you know somebody who is talented, if you want to even just come to see the show or watch the stream, like, please sign up, follow us on those socials. I believe we'll bring them up when we talk about the talent show. But most definitely, I think it'd be.
Speaking of
it'd be
socials,
fun.
my Twitter or X account got compromised, so I don't have that anymore. X refused to help me for some reason. They don't believe that I'm the owner of the account for some reason. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll just make a new one. So Wolfie's Hangout on X.
Mm-hmm.
All in one word. Go follow it
Yes.
now.
Yes. So I guess this is the part where we could talk about what's going to be going on for the next week before our next episode again.
Sure, go ahead.
So for me, I am more than likely going to be back to streaming at this point. I've had a couple of IRL things that I'm dealing with behind the scenes right now, but once I get through a little bit of that, I'm going to be going back to doing some Twitching, some YouTubing, and a few other things going on. I am still working on
You'll
community.
be twitching, all right.
No, that's what that one was doing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've got a few projects I'll be working on. I am also posting this on any podcasting platform you want. You'll be able to find this. All you got to do is look up Tail Talk.
Right. And if you need me to stream with you, I'm happy to. I have a new computer.
Absolutely, 100%. I'm looking into a few new games that I want to play.
Yeah,
I will lurk in those streams.
and I'm pretty sure Chris here wants to play games with us too. So
Got to do more repo.
did you just lick your hand?
Paw.
Oh, sorry. It looks like you're licking your paw when you do that.
I'm going.
It's like
He's going.
Hmm.
Yeah, Chris will be there. We'll drag him. He's our editor now. We got to have him in the games.
well, Twitch is live streaming. Okay, you can't
You'll have
edit live.
live. That's true. We'll just drag him in anyway because we're streaming.
I might be able to play depending.
That's not a game.
Oh, I did remember one other thing. I'm sorry. I am becoming very active in the Blood on the Clock Tower community. I am playing a lot there. Blood on the Clock Tower is a social deduction game. It's a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm probably going to end up streaming Blood on the Clock Tower at some point if I can get enough people together, whether it be here, everybody here, or people that I meet in that community. It's a lot of fun. It definitely leaves you on the toes sometimes all the way until the last 3 people are alive. It's really fun. I have a lot of fun.
Never heard of it.
You would love it, I think. It's a fun social deduction game.
Right. Well, let's all talk about how pawn is a bottom.
Okay, let's do it. This is how we're going to end the show. Go for it.
All right, pawn is a bottom because he has a maid dress.
That's fair. I mean, I can't exactly argue. So,
Right.
Pawn, if you'd like to rebuttal, you're welcome to show up on episode 3, and you and Wolfie could have a bottom rebuttal fest.
No?
Rebuttal.
What the hell
You're
are
a
you
bottom.
doing? What? You
Not
can
a
fight about
rebuttal,
who
it's
the
a
bottom
rebottom.
is. Spit. Okay, we're just gonna have to have Pawn on the show, and then we can have a bottom discussion.
Bottom blowout.
A bottom blowout. Yes, we'll call it the
Sound right.
bottom blowout. Yeah. Yes.
You took that directly from Frozen, didn't you?
What do you mean?
It's a summer blowout. The
Oh,
bottom
big
blowout.
summer blowout. No, that's not what I was going for.
Big bottom blowout.
So if you'd like, socials are all in the description below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on the podcasting side, I'll have a link to the YouTube video. So you can go to the YouTube video, check out all of our socials. This is a bi-weekly podcast, so we'll be back in 2 weeks with more stuff to talk about. If there's anything you'd like to hear us talk about, feel free to leave a comment on the video, comment on the podcast, and we will see what we can do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And as always, stay
Until next time.
hydrated.
Exactly. Take care, y'all.